There we go. All right. And we start it up here. Now, as I come all the way back here, so twice. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute you guys. You're on your phone and your iPad, Maggie?
It won't log in on my iPad, so I'm switching to my phone. I can't see you.
I can see you on both.
Okay,
your chest on your iPad, and I can see your face on your phone.
Okay, but I can't see you on my iPad. I'll take you off my iPad.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute everybody. Hopefully I can do, I'm supposed to be able to do that somehow. I'm terrible at it. All right. There you go. Okay. So now you guys can still hear me, right? Nod. Yes. So yes, we can hear you. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna start. It's all right if you have two cameras, Maggie, and then I can see both angles of you. So we should all do that, right? So I can see your head when you're standing, and I can see your body when we're lying down. All right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start lying down. So you guys can come there whenever. You can lay all the way on your back if you want, or you can extend your legs. If you'd rather be in child's pose or sitting up, you can do that. I'm gonna sit up here. And just take your first few moments, wherever you are, allow yourself to arrive. All right. So we're bringing our focus to our breath. I'm just trying to send an invite to Becca so she can join us. There we go.
Okay, I'm in.
Good. So you guys are lying on your back. You're getting that focus to the breath. Letting all your other distractions fade to the background. So you can be focused on your mat and practice, present to your mat and practice. To feel like you've got your focus on your breath, then you're going to start to control your breath. Just breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Let your breaths become longer, slower, deeper. So as you inhale, you're pulling that breath all the way down into your belly. And as you exhale, you're pushing it all the way out. That way, we can start to move just with one breath, one movement. Now from here, right, you guys are lying on your back. Take your knees, hug them in to your chest. Drop your knees into your chest. And then from here, as you exhale, you're gonna let your arms go out long, or they can be cactus arms, right? But you're just gonna drop your knees to the right, take your chin, your gaze to the left. So let's just do mind twist like we do at the end. We're not gonna stay here. We're just gonna flow right now. So you're gonna inhale, pull those knees back up to center. Exhale, drop them to the left as we look to the right. Then inhale, bring them back up to center. Just do that 2 more times each way, just kind of flowing, waking up. Exhale, drop your knees right. Inhale, pull them back up to center. Exhale, drop them left. Inhale, pull them back up to center. Then 1 more time each way, to the right. And to center. To the left. And then back up to center. Now as you pull your knees all the way back up here, you're gonna take your hands to the crease of your knees and just rock yourself up to a seated position, right? So now I'm gonna turn forward. You guys stay where you are, just at the top of your mat, right? So you're in this easy sit position. We're gonna take a couple seated cat-cows here. So your hands are gonna go on your knees. And then as you inhale, you're gonna pull back against your knees. Let your elbows bend, push your elbows towards your ribs, push your chest through, take your chin and your gaze up. So this is your seated cow. And then as you exhale, you push down on your knees, let your elbows go out to the sides, take your chin to your chest and round your back. That's your seated cat. All right, so we're just gonna keep moving here. We inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. So just keep moving here now. You can be going faster or slower than me. You can be going faster or slower than anybody else. Right? You're just matching your breath to your movement. Let's do a few more rounds here. And then we're gonna bring it back just to our regular seated position. Now from your seated position here, you're gonna swing your legs around. So you're just sitting on your mat, your feet are on the ground, your knees are up to the sky. You're gonna bring your hands back behind you. So your fingertips point toward your glutes, right? What we're gonna do here is just a little reverse table flow. So you're gonna push into your hands, push into your feet, lift your hips. If you can lift them as high as your knees go forward, if they don't go that high, it's okay. And as you exhale, let the hips fall down, right? But you're just barely tapping them on the ground. You're not pressing into the ground, right? You're just tapping them down there, weight still in your hands and feet. And then you're gonna inhale, push them up again. So just do that about 5 more times. So exhale, dip the hips down, tap into the ground. Inhale, push them back up as high as you can. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. So do that about 3 more times. Last one. And then let your hips come all the way down. Now you're gonna sweep back. You're gonna take your legs long. right? And then just take your hands up to the sky, turn your palms towards your feet. Take a little forward fold here. It doesn't have to be deep, it's early yet, we're just starting to move. Just take about 2 breaths here. And then we're gonna bring it back up. Now as you come back up, bend into your knees, right? Really pull those knees into the chest. I want you to hug your knees into your chest, so wrapping those arms around your shins. If you can, lift your feet up off the mat here, so you kind of roll back. You're curling into a little ball. You're just balancing on your tailbone, so your core starts to wake up a little bit. And then from there, you're gonna let yourself come forward, let your feet come back to the ground, and then you can push your hands back behind your hips, or you can let your knees fall to one side or the other. But we're gonna come from here all the way into down dog. All right, so now you're in your first down dog of the morning. Fingers spread wide, like starfish, pointer finger at the front of the mat, pushing that head back towards your upper thighs. Now you can add some movement here if you want to. Bend one knee, then the other. Call that walk in the dog. Or you can sway your hips from side to side. Just check in with your body, notice what's going on, where you're feeling good today, where you're not feeling good, where you can push forward, where you need to hold back. Now when you're ready here, you're gonna bend your knees, look between your thumbs, bring your feet forward to your hands. So we're here in forward fold. All right, now we're gonna go through our sun salutations here. Normally, right, I would turn towards you guys, but I'm gonna stay sideways for now because I want you to see what my legs are doing as we go through the sun salutation. So you're in forward fold, belly's really touching the upper thighs, bend your knees as much as you need to for that to happen. Make sure the crown of your head is going straight towards the floor. You can shake your head yes and shake your head no when there's no creases in the back of your neck. Now we're gonna twist here, we're gonna twist to the right. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take a little half step back with your left foot, all right? So you're gonna just tap it, right? You don't have to put all the weight in the foot, your weight's still in your right foot. You're just tapping that left foot back, keep your left hand on the mat, and take your right hand up to the sky. And then from there, you're gonna drop that right hand down, and you're gonna step that left foot forward, come back into your forward fold. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. It's a little half step back with that right foot, right? Just putting your toes on the ground, not putting all your weight in the right foot, right? So it's not a lunge. We're not coming into a full runner's lunge. Just a little step back with that right foot. Weight goes into the right hand and the left foot, and you lift your left hand up to the sky. Right now, as we go through these, if you want to make it more and lift that foot off the ground when you do these, you can. You don't have to, right? Now, drop that left foot down, that left hand down, step the right foot forward, you're back in forward fold. Now from here, we're going to take a half lift into monkey. Shoulders even with the hips, crown of the head pointed forward. And then as you exhale, fold back down. Now this time as we inhale, we're gonna swan dive all the way up. Now I'm turning forward, right? But you guys are just staying where you are. And then as you exhale, drop your right hand to your right side, right? Really slide those right fingertips as much down your right thigh as you can as the left hand reaches up and over. Now inhale, come back up to center. This time as you exhale, you're gonna drop your left hand to your left side. Reach that right hand up and over. Inhale, pull it back up. And this time, as we exhale, you're gonna press your palms together, push your hips forward, take your chest and your gaze up, take a back bend. Inhale, stand tall. And then exhale, swan dive it all the way back down into forward fold. Take a half lift to monkey here. And then as you exhale and fold, you're gonna plant your hands on the mat, step or float, back to plank. Keep your shoulders over your wrists, your hips just below your knees if you wanna drop to your knees. Or I said hips just below the shoulders. If you wanna drop to your knees, you can. As long as you keep that upper body in a diagonal, it's up to you, right? We're gonna lower through the chaturanga. So you're gonna bend your elbows, let them hug to your ribs. Don't take them out to the sides like you're gonna push up at the gym. Just come all the way down to the mat. On this first one, everybody's coming all the way down to the mat. So my hands are at my sides, my elbows are pointed straight behind me. Shoulder blades are pulling together behind the back. We're gonna inhale into a baby cobra, just lift your chest slightly. And then as you exhale, fold back down. Now, if we inhale again here, come to that baby cobra. This time, if you want to, you can press your palms into the mat, straighten your arms, pull your chest up and through, come all the way up dog. And you can stick in baby cobra if you want to. You don't have to do the up dog, whatever feels better to you. Now this time, instead of coming back down, wherever you are, baby cobra or up dog, you're gonna flip your feet over, lift your hips up and back, come back to down dog. All right, so we're gonna do that 2 more times. Now that you've seen it, we'll move a little faster. Bend your knees, look between your thumbs, bring your feet forward, your hands come to forward fold. From your forward fold, right, we're gonna take those twists. So you're just gonna take a little step back with your left foot, lift your right hand up to the sky. Left foot can lift if you want it to. Drop that left foot next to the right, drop the right hand down. Little step back with the right foot, maybe it stays lifted, left hand goes up to the sky. Drop that left foot, the right foot next to the left hand down, back and forward fold. Inhale, half lift to monkey. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, drop your right hand to your right side, slide those right fingertips down as those left fingertips reach up and over. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop that left hand down, let it slide as the right hand reaches up and over. Inhale, come back up to center. Now, as we exhale here, press your palms together, shift your hips forward, take your chest or gaze up into your back bend. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, swan dive, all the way back down to forward fold. Inhale, another half lift to monkey. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step or float, back to plank. Exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. And exhale, shift, down dog. All right, one more time through. Bend your knees, look between your thumbs. Bring your feet forward, your hands come to forward fold. Little tap back with the left foot as the right hand lifts up to the sky. Let the right hand come down, let the left foot come forward. Little tap back with the right foot as the left hand comes up to the sky. Step that left foot forward, bring the right hand down, back and forward fold. Inhale, half lift to monkey. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, right hand goes to the right side, left hand reaches up and over. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left hand drops down, right hand reaches up and over. Inhale, come back up to center. And as we exhale here, go into your back bend. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, swan dive it all the way back down into forward fold. Inhale, another half lift monkey. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step or float, back to plank. Exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale to cobra, up dog. Exhale, shift, down dog. All right, now, this time from our down dog, we're gonna bend our knees, you're gonna look between your thumbs, you're gonna bring your feet forward, your hands come in to forward fold. As we're in our forward fold here, we're gonna come up into chair. So I'm gonna stay sideways because we're gonna move our legs and I want you to be able to see. Right, so you're gonna come up, bend your knees, send your hips back and down. If you can, reach your arms forward, right? That's gonna be the easiest thing. If you have to, they can be at heart center. But you're gonna look down, make sure you can see your toes and wiggle your toes. Now your hands are reaching forward. What you're gonna do here, we're gonna step back with the left foot. This time you are gonna step all the way back into a lunge, right? So your right knee is bent. You're gonna step back with that left foot, bring it all the way back, so you're basically in runner's lunge, and sweep your hands back behind you. So you're in a thunderbolt here. Your palms are up to the sky, your thumbs are coming together. Now step back forward into chair with your left foot. Sweep your hands forward again. There you go, you guys look good. Do it one more time, you're gonna step back now with your right foot, keep your left foot forward, sweep your hands back. So you're coming into thunderbolt on the left foot. Then step that right foot back, come back into chair. Take a deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, just straighten your legs, drop your hands to the back, come to forward fold, and take your flow here. Half lift to monkey. Fold back down, plant your hands, step or float back to plank. Exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale to cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's do that. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a whole little flow here on the right side. That's what we're gonna do. So let's do that again. We are gonna do that again, but not right now. So you're gonna take your right leg, lift it up to the sky. All right, and then bend into your right knee. Now you wanna put that right knee up towards the sky. And bring your right heel towards your right glute, or towards your left glute. If you wanna flip all the way, you can. You let those right toes come down outside your left foot and reach that left hand towards the front of the room, or right hand towards the front of the room. You don't have to, right? You can stay here just opening up your hip. And then from there, you're gonna point that right knee towards the ground, and now you're gonna step it all the way through, coming into your runner's lunge. Now, if you didn't get all the way there right away, it's all right. You just want to end up with that right knee right over the right ankle and the left leg nice and long. Now, from here, you're going to drop that left heel down. So your left toes are pointed to the left. And as we inhale, we're going to come up into our warrior one. So you're going to peel your upper body up, keep that deep bend in your right knee. Take your hands up to the sky. Turn your hips towards your right knee. So your hips are square towards the top of your mat. Right? Maybe that means you have to adjust your back foot a little bit. That's okay. Reaching up high, spinning those pinky fingers in towards each other, looking up at them. Maybe leaning back a little bit here, but keeping that bend in the right knee. Now from here, you're going to bring your hands together overhead. Pull them to heart center. As you do that, straighten out your right leg. Keep your feet right where they are, but start to bend into your left knee and bring your left elbow towards your left knee. So we're taking a Skadasana towards the back of your mat. Now, as we come up here, you're going to press through that left foot, straighten out your left leg, bend back into your right knee, open your arms up. Now you're coming to warrior two. So your hips stay facing towards the left, but you're reaching your hands over, right hand's reaching over the right knee, left hand's reaching right back behind you. Take your gaze over your right fingertips. So that's your warrior two, your powerful warrior. Deep, deep bend in the right knee. Now from your warrior two, you're going to push your right leg all the way straight again. This time, you're going to start to reach your right fingertips towards the front of the room. Reach them as far towards the front of the room as you can. Then let that right hand come down inside your right leg. Mine's right inside my right knee. Maybe yours is down to your shin or your ankle or your foot. Once you get there, right, take your left hand and just stack your left shoulder on top of your right. So everything's open towards the left side of your mat. Maybe square off your hips a little bit too. Draw that left hip back. Push that right hip forward. Stay stacked on top of each other. There you go. Now you guys look good. Now you're going to bend back into your right knee again. You're going to let that left hand come along your left thigh. Let the right hand reach up and over. So now we came here into our reverse warrior. So left hand sliding along the left thigh, maybe wrapping around behind the back. Maybe you're looking up at your right fingertips. Maybe you're looking back over your left shoulder. From our reverse warrior, you're just going to take that right elbow and drop it down to your right thigh. So right now that left hand, maybe it's still wrapped around behind your back. Maybe it's reaching down your left thigh. Right? Maybe you want to keep it wrapped around your back. Maybe you want to take it and reach it straight up to the ceiling. If you really want to challenge yourself, you reach those left fingertips up and over, right? So you're in that side angle position. Now you got to keep your chest open here in side angle. It can't be here, right? You should see your arm in front of your face. Everything should be stacked up. So you're here, or maybe you're here. All right, now you're going to let your chest turn all the way towards the mat now. Drop your left hand on the inside of your right foot and take your right hand up to the sky. Come in to your twisted lunge. You can let that left heel lift up here if you want to. Try to stack your shoulders, get your whole chest open towards the right side of the room. Now drop your right hand down here outside your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left. We're going to take our flow here. Exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale to cobra, up dog. Exhale, shift. Down dog. All right, so let's do all that again on the left side. So we're going to take our left leg, lift it up to the sky. Bend into your left knee. You're pushing that left knee up towards the ceiling, opening up your hips. Your left hip's dropping, or your left heel's dropping towards your right glute. Right? You're looking up underneath your left armpit. Now you can let it flip all the way if you want to. You don't have to. If you flipped, you're going to flip back over, drop that left hand down. Everybody's going to take that left leg straight up to the sky. Now you're going to step it through and come to runner's lunge. So get your left knee right over your left ankle. Right leg is nice and long behind you. Now from here, everybody's going to drop that right heel. So your right toes are pointed to the right. I'm going to turn around here. This is going to be easier for you guys to see. You guys see where you are. So I'm dropping my right heel. My right toes are pointed to the right. Deep bend in that left knee. I'm going to come up into warrior one. Turn your hips towards your left knee. So your hips are squared towards the front of the mat. You're reaching your hands high. If you have to adjust your right foot, adjust it. Spin your pinky fingers in towards each other. Look up at them. And maybe you're taking a little back bend here. All right, and then from here, you're gonna bring your hands together, pull them to heart center and straighten out that left leg. Bend into your right knee, drop your right elbow towards the right knee, so you're taking that skandasana towards the back of your mat. You can make it really low if you want to, come all the way down, that's up to you. Now from here, you're gonna press into that right foot, straighten out your right leg, you're bending back into your left knee, and you're opening your arms all the way up into warrior two. So looking right over the middle finger on your left hand. Right, left hand's reaching right over the left knee. Make sure that left knee goes towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Don't let it cave in towards your body. All right, now we're gonna straighten the right leg, the left leg out again, right? And then you're gonna reach those left fingertips towards the top of your mat. You can't reach it any further with those fingertips. Then just let that hand come down. Take your right hand, stack it on top, come to your triangle. Again, you can square your hips a little bit here, push that right hip back as the left hip crawls forward. Right? Try to get those shoulders stacked. If you're way up here, that's okay, right? This is triangle, right? This is a triangle if I try to get my hand all the way down my chest caves. You guys look good. Parts of you I can see. All right, now we're gonna come into reverse warrior. You're gonna bend back in to your left knee. Let your right hand come all the way along your right thigh. Sweep the left hand up and over. So you're bending deeply in to that left knee. Look up at your left fingertips or back over your right shoulder. Maybe you're wrapping your right hand around your back. Right, but you want to bend more deeply to your left knee once you get there. So you're creating a little more space here. Now let's take it to side angle. You're going to drop your left elbow to your left knee. Again, maybe your hand's along your right thigh, maybe your right hand, maybe it's still wrapped behind your back. Maybe you want to keep it there. Right? You're peeling open with that right shoulder. Maybe you want to take that right hand and reach it straight up. Maybe you want to reach it over your right ear. Whatever you do, right? Keep your shoulder open, keep your chest open towards the right side of the room. Now let's take it from here. We're going to take it into our twisted lunge. You're going to let that right hand drop down all the way inside your left foot. Left hand goes up to the sky. Maybe your right heel lifts here, maybe it stays down. And then drop your left hand down outside your left foot. Everybody's going to turn their right toes forward. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Let's flow here. Exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale to cobra up dog. And then exhale, shift. Down dog. All right, I'm turning around again. So we're going to do all that again. Right, we're going to go a little faster through the parts we've already been through. Then we've got some stuff to add on. All right, but we're going to start again with those chairs. So you're going to bend your knees. Look between your thumbs. Bring your feet forward, your hands. Come to forward fold. Now, as we get to forward fold, we're going to inhale and peel up into chair. Bend your knees, send your hips back and down. If you can, reach your arms forward. If you need to, keep them in heart center. Now we step back here with the left foot first, right? Just stepping all the way back into a lunge and sweeping your hands back behind you, thunderbolt. Then you're going to step forward with your left foot and reach your arms forward again, back into chair. And do that going the other way. You're going to step back with your right foot into a lunge, sweep your hands back behind you, thunderbolt. Step it back forward, come to chair. Deep inhale here in your chair. Then as you exhale, straighten your legs, drop your hands to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lifted monkey, shoulders even with the hips. Exhale, fold back down. Plant your hands, step or float back to plank. And then as you exhale, lower through that chaturanga. Inhale to cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, so let's go through all that flow again, and then we're going to add on a little bit to it. So you're going to take your right leg up to the sky. Bend into your right knee, open your hips, flip if you want to flip. Then everybody's going to come back around, point your right knee towards the ground, step your right foot all the way through between your thumbs, come to runner's lunge. Drop that left heel here. As you inhale, rise up, warrior one. Square your hips towards the front of the room. Spin your pinky fingers in, lean back. And then as you come up, you're going to bring your palms together, straighten your right leg, bring your hands to heart center. Bend into your left knee, drop your left elbow towards your left knee. Right toe stay pointed forward. Turn that skandasana to the back of your mat. Then push through that left foot, left leg straightens, right knee bends again. Open up to your warrior two. From warrior two, we push the right leg straight. We reach the right fingertips towards the front of the room. Then drop that right arm down inside your right leg. Stack your left shoulder on top of your right. Come to your triangle. Bend back into your right knee, swoop it all the way back into your reverse warrior. I'm like, what pose are we doing? We're doing reverse warrior. Now from reverse warrior, you're gonna drop your right elbow to your right knee. Left hand can go up to the sky, left hand can reach forward, left hand can reach around the back. And then you're gonna drop your left hand all the way down inside your right foot, right hand up to the sky, coming to your twisted lunge. Now from our twisted lunge here, we're gonna do a balancing pose. Right, this is what we're gonna add on. You're gonna let that right hand come down. It's gonna drop down just in front of your right toes. Right, you're gonna push off with your left toes, straighten out your right leg, then stack your hips on top of each other and open yourself all the way up into balancing half moon. So it looks like this. Now from our balancing half moon, we're gonna land it back. I'm gonna tap down, but we're gonna land it back in warrior two. You're gonna bend into your right knee, let your left foot land long, just come to warrior two. Wow, should feel nice and natural. All right, now you're gonna curl your arms around, right? I'm gonna turn because I'm on the other side of the mat. This one, right? So I'm gonna curl my hands around. My right hand is gonna come down inside, my left hand is gonna come down inside my right foot. I'm gonna step my right foot back and I'm gonna come into side plank. So it's gonna look like this. Now you can drop your left knee down. Maybe you look like this, all right? Or you can keep your left leg long. You can stack your feet. Maybe your right foot comes in front of your left or behind your left, so you're a little staggered, whatever works for you. You're stacking that left shoulder, that right shoulder on top of the left, getting that left shoulder right on top of the left wrist. Now from here, we're gonna do 3 arm dips. You're gonna take your right fingertips, dive them underneath your left shoulder, and then open back up. Do that twice more. Dive it under, open it up. One more time, dive it under, and then open it up. Now from here, right, you're gonna come back around. You're gonna lift that right foot up, step it back by your left hand, right? Now, as your right hand comes down, you're gonna bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. So I'm turning around again so you guys can see. I'm here, bringing both hands to the inside of my right foot. Now you can drop down to your left knee if you want to here. You can drop down to your forearms here if you want to. Right? You can be just on your forearms with your knee up. Or you can have your knee down and stay on your palms. All good options, right? We're just trying to open up the hip flexors here. Squeeze your right knee in toward your right shoulder, wherever you are. Get that hip flexor opening. Take 2 breaths here. Now you're gonna move your left hand outside, or your right hand outside your right foot. Tuck your left toes under, come off your left knee. Now just step your right foot back to meet your left. Flow here. Exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale to cobra up dog. Exhale, shift, down dog. All right, so we're gonna do that one last time on the left side. I'm gonna flip around a lot. You guys don't have to flip around, just to stay where you are. All right, so I'm gonna start here on the left side. So you're taking your left leg, lifting it up to the sky, bending into your left knee, letting that left knee open up, flipping if you want to flip, and then come back around. Point that left knee towards the ground, step the left foot all the way through between your hands, come to runner's lunge. Drop your right heel to the mat, so your right toes point to the right. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Spin your pinky fingers in, lean back. Now from here, you're gonna come up, you're pushing your left leg straight, bringing your palms together, pulling your hands to heart center. Turning your hips towards the right side of the room, bend into your right knee, drop your right elbow to your right knee. So you're taking that skandasana, that side lunge, towards the back of your mat. Press through the right foot, straighten the right leg out, bend back into the left knee, open it up to warrior two. From your warrior two, you push the left leg straight again, reach the left fingertips towards the top of your mat, drop that left hand down inside your left leg, stack the right shoulder on top of the left, come to your triangle. As we come out of triangle, we bend back into the left knee. Let your right hand come along your right thigh or wrap behind your back. Reach those left fingertips up and over, reverse warrior. Drop your left elbow to your left knee. take that right hand up, or keep it wrapped, or reach it forward, right? So you're in your side angle. Now from side angle, we're gonna drop the right hand all the way down to the inside of your left foot. Right hand goes up, left hand goes up to the sky. You can let that right heel lift if you want. So we're in our twisted lunge. Now here's where we add it on. We're gonna come to that half moon. Let your left hand come down, drop it just in front of your left toes. Push off with your right foot. You're gonna straighten out that left leg and then stack your right hip on top of your left so you open up towards the right side of the room. I have a wall behind me so I can grab when I lose my balance, right? But I'm gonna stack my right shoulder on top of my left. Maybe my left fingertips are still touching the ground. That'd be okay, right? I just can't get all the way down there. Maybe I can. Oh. Now as we land this, we're gonna land in warrior two. So you're gonna bend into your left knee, let your right foot land long, just pull your arms up, come to warrior two. Now, you're gonna cartwheel around. You're gonna come back kind of that twisted lunge position with your right hand on the inside of your left foot. I'm turning around here, so I'm going the other way so you guys see what's going on. All right, now I'm gonna take my left foot, I'm gonna step it back on top of my right to come to that side plank. It's here. Now, I can have my right knee down, could be here. Keep my left foot, I can step it in front or back behind, right? All good options. Now, wherever you are, with that right shoulder right underneath the right wrist, you're gonna take your left fingertips, dive underneath your right armpit, then open it back up. Let's do that twice more. Dive it under, open it up. Dive it under, open it up. All right, now from here, we've got to step back with that left foot. You want that left foot to come next to your right hand. So you can bring it around. Maybe you drop down to your right knee here, right? Or maybe you're still up on your right toes. You're bringing your left hand to the inside of your left foot. So you're in this dragon. Again, I'm going to flip it around again so you guys can see. You can come down to your forearms here. You can keep that right knee off the ground. You can drop that right knee down. You can stay up on your palms, right? Lots of options here. Wherever you end up, pull that left knee in toward your left shoulder. In that dragon, feel that hip flexors open. Just take 2 breaths here. And then you're gonna move that left hand outside your left foot. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Take your last flow here. Exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale to cobra up dog. And exhale, shift. Down dog. All right, now this time from down dog, one more time, we're gonna bend our knees, look between the thumbs, bring your feet toward your hands, come to forward fold. I'm turning here towards the front of the room so you guys can see me now. You're gonna toe heel your feet out wide to the edges of your mat. Turn your heels in and your toes out, and then bend your knees and drop your hips. Just come down into your Malasana squat. All right, so it should feel good in your Malasana. If Malasana is not comfortable to you, your option is to drop down to your glutes and bring the soles of your feet together. Come to bound ankle. If Malasana is comfortable to you, stay right there. Your choice. I just want you to take a few breaths here. I'm gonna stay right here in bound ankle, because why not? Now, you guys are gonna close your eyes and refocus on your breath for a couple moments. Make sure that focus still is on your breath. Maybe you lost it while we were flowing. Get your focus back on your breath. Get that breath back under your control. So start to lengthen your breaths again. Slow them again. Deepen them again. Take about 3 more breaths here, wherever you are. And then eventually, we're all gonna come down to our glutes, right? You're gonna bring your knees together. Now, I'm gonna try to do this facing forward because I think it's gonna be easier. I'm gonna scoot a little bit forward here. What I want you guys to do is lay down on your back, right? We're gonna do some core work. So you're gonna take your arms out long, tuck your chin to your chest, so you're looking at your belly. Let yourself roll all the way down. Now, as we come all the way down, you're gonna take your arms out wide, that T position. Take your feet straight up to the sky. Now the key here is I'm gonna glue my feet together, my knees together, so my legs are touching each other as much as I can. They're straight over my hips. Now from here, we're gonna start going to the right. You're just gonna drop your feet, or your legs, both legs, about 25% to the right. So just starting to float over to the right, you're keeping your left shoulder down. Now see if you can bring them to about 75% to the right. And then drop them all the way down so your feet are just hovering over the mat. You're keeping that left shoulder anchored the whole time. Now, bring them back up to 75%. Hold them there, it's probably the hardest. Bring them back up to 25%. Hold them there. And then bring them all the way back up over so they're straight over your hips. Right? I can't even see you guys anymore. Hopefully you're doing that. You look kind of are. Okay, good. All right, now we're going to do that the other way. So you're going to drop your knees to the left. Just 25% at first, keeping that right shoulder anchored. Then drop them about 75%. So about 3/4 of the way down. Get stable. Then drop them till your feet are just hovering over the mat. So they're almost all the way down. Now we're going to bring them back up. Bring them up to that 75. Bring them back up to that 25. And then bring them all the way up overhead. All right, now from here, right, you're going to take your arms are going to stay out wide. You're going to lift your head and shoulders just slightly, and you're going to start to scissor your legs, right? So first just keep over your hips and just go back and forth, right? So I'm just showing you what it looks like. Now from here, see if you can take those scissors all the way down until your feet are just hovering the floor. Then start to bring them back up so your feet are over your hips. All right, do that 2 more times. You're going to take them all the way down and all the way back up. 1 more time, take them all the way down. And then bring them all the way back up. Now from here, hug your knees into your chest. Right, maybe you lift your head and shoulders here, curl up into that tight little ball. Or you can keep it more relaxed if you want to. Now I am going to turn around so you guys can see my whole body and I can see you. All right, so release your legs, let your feet come to the ground. Lay on your back with your knees up to the sky in this constructive rest position like I am right now. All right, we're going to go to an eye of the needle here. At first, you're going to lift your right foot up. Put your right ankle on top of your left knee. And then lift that left foot up. Bring that left foot up in towards your body. Now, you're going to take your right hand to the inside of your left thigh, your left hand to the outside of your left thigh, so you can interlace your hands behind your left thigh and just keep pulling that left leg in towards your body. You can take your right elbow and push that right knee more open if you want. That's going to give you more stretch in your right leg. You can kick your left leg straight up to the sky if that makes the stretch feel better for you, or you can keep it bent. It's up to you. But in general, your biggest lever is your left leg. The closer you pull it towards your body, the more sensation you're going to feel in your right hip. So that's what we're going for here. So I just want you to take about 3 breaths right here. And then you're going to release behind your left leg. Now let your left foot come back down to the ground, but keep your legs in this in this figure 8 position, the figure 4 position, right? So what you're going to do from here, you're going to let your knees fall over to the left. So your left knee is going to hit the ground. As you come over, right, your right foot is going to hit the ground. Okay, so you look like this. Now your right arm is out long. You probably can't see my right arm. My right shoulder's on the ground. Now I'm going to take my right hand, my left hand, to the outside of my right knee and start to pull that right knee down. And I'm keeping my right foot on the ground. I'm just pulling that knee down. You're going to feel it in the outside of your right hip. A little different stretch. Take 2 more breaths here. And then release that right knee and let your left arm come out long. You're going to pull your legs back up to center. So you're going to go back in that figure 4, so with that right ankle on top of the left knee. Now we're going to switch it out here. You're going to take your right foot, put it all the way down on the mat. Come back to constructive rest. Pick your left foot up. Put your left ankle on top of your right knee, so letting that left knee fall out to the side. and then start to pick your right foot up. Draw that left shin in toward your body. This time, you're gonna take your left hand to the inside of your right thigh, right hand to the outside of your right thigh, so you interlace those hands behind your right thigh. And again, if you want to here, you can kick your right leg up to the sky. You can use your left elbow to push your left knee open a little bit more. But in general, the more you pull that right leg in towards your body, the more you're gonna feel the stretch in your left hip. And that's what we want, is a nice deep stretch in your left hip. Probably getting a little bit more in your left hip than you did in your right, especially if your right side dominant or non-dominant hip tends to get a little tighter. You don't have to look like what you look like on the other side, but I want you to be feeling the same thing. Right? Maybe you feel a little faster, so you don't go as deep on this side, that's okay. As long as you're feeling the same thing you were feeling on the right, that's good. Take 2 more breaths here. And then gently release behind that right leg. Now keep your left ankle on top of your right knee, but drop that right foot back down to the ground. So you're still in that eye of the needle position, still in that figure 4. Your arms are gonna go out long here. And you're gonna drop both feet or both legs over to the right now. So your right knee comes all the way to the ground. Your left foot lands flat on the ground. And then you're gonna take your right hand to the outside of your left knee and start to pull that left knee towards the ground. So you should feel right here, right in that outer hip on the left side. Take 2 breaths here. And then release that left knee. Take your right hand back down. Bring both legs back up. And then from there, you're just gonna set your left foot next to your right. Now, from here, we're gonna bring the soles of our feet together and let our knees fall out to the sides. So we're here in this reclining bound ankle. You can do whatever you want to with your hands here. Maybe they're gonna come and rest on your belly. Maybe they're gonna stay at your sides. If you want a little more on the legs, you're gonna take your hands and press those inner thighs open more. If you want a little more on the upper body, maybe you're gonna take your arms overhead and put your fingertips towards the back of the room. All good options here. Now, wherever you are, if you've got your arms overhead like I do right now, if you want to feel more in your legs, you always have the option of drawing those heels in closer to your body. That will make more sensation in your legs. If you want to back it off a little bit, you push those heels further away, make more of a diamond shape. It takes some sensation out. So we're going to stay here for another minute or so. So you've got time to really let yourself relax into it. About 4 more breaths here. And then slowly bring your knees back together. Put your feet on the ground. And then you're going to take your knees, hug them all the way in to your chest. All right, now from here, we're going to go through our inversions. So you're going to let your feet come back down to the ground. So your knees are up to the sky. Make sure that your feet are just about hip width distance apart and that your knees are right over your ankles. Your hands are going to come to your sides, palms face down. Now you're going to walk your heels in a little bit closer to your glutes. If you can, maybe you can get them close enough that you feel the fingertips brush the back of your heels. Press into all 4 corners of both feet and lift your hips up off the mat. So you're here in your bridge. Now, if you want to here, you can work one entire shoulder, then the other underneath your body. Clasp your hands underneath your body. That pushes your hips even higher. Now, you don't have to do that, right? But you do want to tuck your shoulders at least slightly so your chest is puffing open towards the ceiling, right? That's your yoga bridge. Meant to increase the flexibility of the back. You've got to engage your quads and your glutes. Either way, using that strength in your legs to push your hips a little higher. Let's take about 3 more breaths here. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly float your feet back down to the mat. So float your feet, float your hips back down to the mat. So now you're back in this constructive rest position. Let your shoulders relax. And then from here, we're going to take our feet straight up to the sky. All right. So now you're flexing your feet like you're going to step on the ceiling. Your feet are right above your hips, right? So your legs are straight up in the air. It's a great inversion. It's called waterfall. Gets our blood to go from the feet where it cools all day back to our head and our heart where we need it more. Now you can see right here, if you want this one to be more intense, then you're going to lift your hips up off the mat. Put your hands in the small of your back so that you're supporting yourself on your shoulders and your forearms. This is shoulder stand. Right? Now, you're going to kind of half flex, half point your feet in shoulder stand. You don't have to be in shoulder stand, right? You can stay in your waterfall. If you are in shoulder stand, make sure your elbows are pointed straight towards the front of the room. And make sure your body weight is coming into your shoulder girdle, not into your elbow joint. So you can be in shoulder stand or you can be in waterfall. Both great options. You decide what your body needs. If you're in waterfall, your feet are fully flexed, like you're stepping on the ceiling. Again, if you're in shoulder stand, your feet are half flexed, half pointed. All right, take 2 more breaths here, whatever version you're in. And then when we're ready to come out of this, we're all going to come out of it the same way. Whatever version you're in, bend your knees, let them scrape along your face and body. Slowly drop your feet back down to the mat. All right, now from here, we're going to come to happy baby. Your feet are going to come up again. This time, they don't have to come up. Your feet don't have to be right over your hips. They can be angled a little more forward, but they can be over your hips. That feels good to you, right? You're going to bend. You're going to separate your feet first. Maybe just slightly, maybe a whole lot, right? Maybe not at all. Maybe you want your feet together. Up to you. And you're going to bend into your knees. Again, maybe it's a slight bend. Maybe it's a big bend. Maybe you're bending super deep. Once you're there, you're going to reach up with your same hand for your same foot. You can grab the inside sole of the foot or the outside sole of the foot or the heel. Maybe you're not even grabbing the foot. You might be grabbing the ankle of the shin or the knee. All good. Or if you make that connection, once you've made it, you're going to roll forward just slightly so you feel the sacrum, the low part of the back, press into the mat. Once that sacrum is pressing into the mat, then we can rock from side to side. Give ourselves a little spinal massage. It should feel good as you're taking that rock. If it doesn't feel good, then don't do it. Just stay still. Maybe now that you're all the way in the pose, maybe now you want to change your legs even more. Bring them wider, straighten them, bend them more, bring them in more. Right? Find what feels really great to you and your happy baby. And just give yourself these few breaths to hang out there and feel that deliciousness. Now from here, we're going to take the knees, hug them all the way into our chest. And we're going to take our final twist here. So it's just like we did at the very beginning. You can take your arms out super long, or you can have those cactus arms with your elbows bent. But you're going to let both knees fall all the way over to the right. So you're keeping that left shoulder anchored. You're taking your chin, your gaze over that left shoulder. If you want to here, you can take your right hand and press down on the knees, bring them closer to the earth. If you want to, you can extend your legs so that your toes go more towards your right fingertips, or you can just stay where you are. And we're going to keep that left shoulder anchored because that's what's giving us the twist. But other than that, do what you need to do. Feel the twist. And your next inhale here, bring your knees back to center. And now as we exhale, we're going to drop those knees over to the left. Take your chin and your gaze to the right. The same thing here. If you want to press down with your left hand, you can. Or you can extend your legs toward your left fingertips. Keep that right shoulder anchored. We always finish off with twists just to seal off the practice. Let our bodies remember what they did today. So next time we come practice, we're able to go everywhere a little bit easier, a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, bring those knees back up to center. Give them one final hug into your chest. Now let's set up for our final pose, Archipasana. Let your legs extend long here. Take your hands to your sides, palms face down. That's your traditional Shavasana, flat on your back. But if it's not comfortable to you, don't stay there. You have other options. You can bend your knees, right? You can let them fall in against each other. Maybe you want to butterfly them again. Maybe you want to roll to your side. All good options, right? Maybe you need to sit up. Find somewhere to go where you're perfectly comfortable, where you can stay perfectly still, and where your mind is going to be able to go perfectly quiet. Use your breath to get yourself there. You don't have to control your breath anymore. Let it do what it wants to do. Let it start to guide you. In order for it to guide you, though, you need to keep your complete focus on it. You need to notice it and observe it, see where it's going. Let yourself follow it. And you can master that, right? Releasing control of the breath, but keeping complete focus on the breath. It will take you right to a place where there's nothing left in your mind but you and your breath. When you get there, that's always your true quiet of the mind. Now slowly start to come back into the room. Wiggle those fingers, those toes, feeling that increased sensation that comes with a quiet mind. If you want to here, you can take your arms overhead, do a nice full deep body stretch. And then from there, just let yourself roll over onto your right side in the fetal position. Take a couple breaths right there just to reacclimate to our space. Let the sights, the sounds of the room come back to you. Take as long as you need right here. But when you're ready, only when you're ready, push yourself up to seated. And we will close here. So as you inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky one last time. As you exhale, pull your hands down to heart center. Thank you, all of you, for sharing your energy, your practice with me this morning. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. All right, so I tried to record that today. Hopefully it worked, and I can email it out to you guys later today. I did it differently. It's supposed to record straight to my laptop, so then I can maybe send you a link to the YouTube channel or something, so it's there. All right, so hopefully that will work. Hopefully it worked for Tiffany yesterday when she did it. I'm gonna unmute you guys, maybe not. I'm gonna do this next.
Yeah. It worked. Worked for Tiffany. We recorded it.
It worked for Tiff. Okay, like I said, we talked through it from like 8 to 8:30 in the morning, trying to get her ready to go. Because she said a lot of you couldn't come yesterday, so she wanted to make sure that everybody could see it. All right, so I'm going to send this one out. I might send another invitation starting for next week because I only did it through April. So I'm going to see if I can extend it, but if not, I might have to send you guys a new invitation. So if you get one from me, then that's the one you should use on Monday. But I plan on seeing you guys all then. Hopefully. The latest news is that we should be able to reopen on the 18th, but that is not for sure yet. So we still got another couple weeks of this either way. All right. So I'll see you guys Monday. Yeah. Have a great
Thanks, Paula.
Bye.